Howdy, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. It's Tuesday. It is live stream day. And we've got Cranky in the house. Farmer Ed, how are you today? Hope both of you are doing all right. And there's Mark. Mark Haythornwaite. Good to see you in here. We are on Graystone, and it is Sugar Beet Day. We've been looking forward to it, or at least I have been looking forward to doing some beets, and we're going to use Mark Thor's souped up beet harvester. And let me go ahead and get us in the game here. And I was not aware of how big a beast this thing was. Look at the header on this thing. I think we're going to make pretty short work out of this field. There is another field on the map that has beets ready to harvest. It's not too far away. So what I'm thinking is if we get through this super quick, we'll just buy that field and harvest it as well. Yan, hello there. How are you? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good week. Let me show you a little bit what I've done off camera. So I have done a few things. One thing I did is I advanced to the next day. I did top off all of the animals' feed just so they're happy. And what else did I do? Our eggs overflowed, so I sold a big batch of eggs, a little bit of wool, or didn't sell it, took it over to the spinnery. And then here's something that I did that's kind of interesting. Let me put us in flight mode. And first, let me take you to the big map. So I'll just show you where we are. So here's our primary farm right here. And we own this big field and this field and most of over here. This is our beet field over here. It's not real easy to get to. So I did a couple of things to aid in that. One of the things that I did, so here's our beet field. I cut a road that goes back around through here, and it snakes between these two fields, and then it comes over here, and then maybe you'll recognize that's our honeybees. And then I cut a road all the way through here. So we've got kind of a back road where we can get to things. Scooter's Workbench, good afternoon to you. Good to see you. So that's one road that I added. And then let me show you this. So we're gonna need to get our beets to a silo or production or something. So here's another thing that I did. We do happen to be near this road that goes up into the far northwest corner of the map. And so it dead ends right here. What I did is I actually cut a gravel road, actually cut it through this grass field and connected it up to this road that comes up here. And if you follow this road, you will see that it comes to our production site that we have. This is where we have our fuel production, diesel production. So what I was thinking we could do is put some kind of beet production here. We could make something that cuts beets. We could put a sugar mill here. I don't know. I thought I would leave that off the map for now, and we can talk about what we want to get done. Leon Alexander, welcome in. Good to see you here. I hope you're doing well. Okay. So I'm thinking beets will get us through some portion of the day of the live stream. I'm sure we'll think of some other things to do. Let me get us to the farm. And let me slow myself down a little bit. Last time we were here, we set this pavilion vehicle storage down. Looks really nice. And I didn't realize it, but it actually, there's some see-through panels there, some translucent panels. So I did manage to get my tractors all parked in there. Doesn't that look awesome? And what else did I do? So if you weren't with us last time, we did put down some additional production. We put down an extra spinnery, and it's right here. And you can see we've got plenty of room for more production, so that'll be fun. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anyone in the chat. There's Mark Thor. Hey, buddy. Today is the day, Mark. There's your beauty. And I have to admit, Mark, I didn't realize the header on this thing was so gargantuan. So we're gonna harvest these beets pretty quick. There is another beet field, Mark, that we can jump into. We'll just need to go buy it. So for a truck or for a trailer, I purchased this. This is the TLX from 82 Studios. It is, I think I did make it the ludicrous volume, because this beet harvester, I think I configured it to hold up to 100,000 liters of beets. So I think that'll hold just over 200, maybe 250,000. So we can get 2 loads into it before we have to take it to market. There's a 5.4 meter header. Oh, there is, Mark. Maybe I'll do that, because that one's a little insane. Let me check my DMs. Okay. I didn't check my DM before I got on here. Hold on just a second, guys. So, Mark, you have another trailer. I'll probably just go with the one I have, Mark. Just I don't want to hold up the live chat too long. But you're saying there's a shorter header? Let me see if I have that. Because that would be a little more realistic, I have to admit. You have to admit. You use the 5.4 on fast, and that does a great job. Okay. Okay, 5.4, I got it. I did not even see that. Okay, let's do that, guys. I think that's going to be a little more interesting if we do that. So bear with me. Thanks for letting me know, Mark. So there's the 5.4 meter one. Okay. And I think I had everything on orange. So we'll buy that. And then let's we'll go ahead and sell our giant our giant one, which would be this one. Okay. And let's see. Farmer Ed says to Mark, just planted the field on Riverside with Massey, no problems. Okay. Mark is keeping us well equipped with interesting equipment. So Mark, thanks for making this beet harvester. And gosh, what else have I used of yours? I've got mowers. I've got fertilizer sprayers. Yeah, this is going to be a lot more realistic. Hope you guys agree. I bet I'm facing the wrong way, aren't I? I sure am. Thank you, Cranky. I knew you were here to help. You know, I did the exact same thing when I was hooking into the big harvester, the big header. Okay. So we can either set up a course play and let it go, and then we can cart alongside, or we can just manually harvest the beets and then offload it as we go around. I think I'm going to do that, and then if I get tired of it, we'll set up like a spiral course play course and go to town. Okay, let's get this done. And the mowers, that's right, Mark. Yep. In fact, we used those last time. So let's unfold the harvester. I like the animation on that. All right, let's get going. I actually do like harvesting beets. It has to be the right circumstances. Oh boy, I'm making a mess out of this. And I got the slow header. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that, Mark. Mark, I was actually more worried about finishing our beet production in like 15 minutes and then like, okay, now what do we do? So I think this will be good, and we won't risk blowing through this field in 10 minutes. Truthfully, this is fast enough for me, Mark. So we're already 12% full. I think that's good. We'll get around one, maybe 1.5 times, and then we'll empty our hopper and then continue. Let's see. Farmer Ed says, having issues with course play and Mark's Massey while streaming on Sunday, and he sent me a fixed version. Awesome. Good. Good that Mark's taking care of you. Yeah, and I'll also say I was using Mark's butterfly mower, and we encountered kind of a special case issue where the small mower was popping up, and Mark, I think inside of like a couple hours you had that fixed, and I had it all tested out and it worked great. So thanks again for taking good care of us. So Scooter, I know you're here. I had inquired of your mulcher mower, and you were kind enough to send that to me. I have not forgotten about that, and I'm going to find an opportunity to use that. I might even use it on my Osada series. I don't know. Either that, or I'll use it on my Stone Valley map. Either of those I think would work, because I've got smaller tractors and smaller fields. Mark is your hero. Cranky, he's mine too. So Mark just put in the chat to check my Discord. I don't know what surprise you put in there. I'm sure it's some good stuff. And since I mentioned it, if you are not yet a part of our Discord, we would love to have you. We have a great community there. Somebody put in an exclamation Discord in the chat. and that will pull up bring up an invite link where you can join. We'd love to have you join along. The Thorger wagon. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Is that what you put in? Is that? Oh yeah, yeah, Mark. I know. I see it. That's what you put in my DM earlier. Okay, so we're just about halfway full. We should be able to go around one more time, no problem. And then we'll load. So yeah, I think this is a good header size. I think this is a good harvesting speed. Our trailer might be a little oversized, but that's fine. That way we just don't have to make nearly as many trips. So once we get our, once we get a few loads into the trailer, that would be a good time to take a break from our harvesting, and we can talk about what we want to do for storing the beets and also any processing that we want to do. Yeah, Mark just put that together like, it wasn't even the last 2 or 3 hours, Mark. I think it was like an hour and a half ago when I asked if you had a trailer. And Mark goes, just a minute. It just proceeds to make one. Okay, I do need to keep up with my chat here. If I miss something, guys, just put it back in the chat, and I apologize in advance. Once I unload here, I'll set up a GPS, and that way I can stay a little more engaged in the chat. That's important to me. I don't know why, but I'm on a big orange kick. Like the equipment that I've been buying recently, I've been making it orange. And I think it's just because I'm still kind of on a Kubota kick, and also my University of Texas Longhorns are burnt orange. So that must be it. Look at the back bumper. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. Love it. Love it. All right, let's empty this out. Now, which side is the... Oh, I've got this cover on. I need to do some things here. Open the cover, and is there a difference? Looks like we can tip from either side, no problem. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. There we go. That's good. The sticker to the left. You'll have to apply for Dutch nationality at this rate. Let's get back in here. All right. So I think what I'm going to do I'm gonna bring this. I'm gonna put more of a headland here so we can turn around, and then we'll start doing some rows. Whoops. There's a little bit of oversteer with this harvester. Start support max 5 in the F1. Oh, now you're talking F1 racing. It says Argsy rules and Jeb sucks. Oh, I see. Love it. I missed that the first time. I was just so taken with this Thor's hammer. Love it. Speaking of Argsy and Jeb, I guess you guys saw that FSG and Argsy posted the last episode of No Man's Land. I'm a little sad to see that go, but also I thought they ended it really well. They basically did a few things and cleaned everything up, and then they're going to make that map available to others to play. And I forgot to ask them if they are going to put it on a server or if they're just going to make the file available for anyone to download and play. Do any of y'all know? I can change the steering type? Oh, well, this is the crab steering. I like that, Mark. Or I think this is crab steering. Yeah, the all-wheel steering. Not crab, but the all-wheel. I like the all-wheel steering because I can turn a lot sharper. I just need to be more mindful of it. I think if we'll do 2 more of these, and then I think we'll be set. Have plenty of room to turn. You haven't seen it yet, Cranky. Oh, I'm sorry for the spoilers. Well, Cranky, everything I said is it's nothing that they haven't said that they were going to do. So I hope I didn't spoil it too much for you. They made the file and mods available. FSG definitely has the links in the description of this. Okay, cool. Thanks, Farmer Ed. So, given that, I was toying with the idea of maybe starting a live stream on their map. I'll just download my own version, my own copy of it. Let me know your thoughts on that. Because I had also thought to do, in fact, I'll give you a choice. We can do that, or we can start something on a different map, either like Griffin, Indiana, or something else. Mark says go for it. Okay. Yeah, let me know your thoughts here. I'll probably also just post something on the Discord and just see what other people are wanting to do. All right, I'm gonna just line up, let's see. Probably get a full run if we go like that. Okay. Let's turn on our, I did buy auto drive, GPS, yes, I did. Okay. And I think that's all we need to do. All right, let's set an A. And a B. Did I not? Is that gonna do it? There we go. All right, now we're cooking. Scott and April are taking over NML. So Yan, I have been struggling with my hauler series for at least 4 weeks now, but I'm happy to say that I have overcome all of the technical challenges, and these are challenges I put on myself. So, you know, I could have just gone ahead and just done something a little more traditional or whatever, but for each hauler series, I like to do something new and different, cinematically, and maybe I bitten off a little more than I could chew, but as of last night, I've got it all solved. So I am editing away. There will be something for you guys tomorrow. Leftovers from FSG. Now, Yan, it wasn't FSG that was dating April. It was, who was that loser guy? Daryl. It was Daryl. I didn't quite make that. What I'll do is at the end, I'll come back and clean up that very end of that row. Might be a little sensitive for controllers. Okay, Mark. I did bring down the sensitivity of my steering. With controllers, you can actually control just the steering sensitivity. So I've got it at a point where I like. I just need to treat it a little more carefully. Let's see. All right. Looking good. On the paper, yes. How knows why she was written out. Ooh. Yeah, and you're creating some good backstory. Well, we will see how FSG responds once the episode is out, right? Although FSG, I think, has bigger problems to worry about right now than women. He, again, left us in suspense. Whoops. Come on, Scott. Oh, I'm too far over. There we go. Now we got it. His cliffhangers are killing me. Tell you what, he is a master at the cliffhanger. Sandy was the surprise. Yes, Cranky. That, and hopefully we're not making spoilers for people. Just know we're gonna talk about Surviving Wyoming series. It's our soap opera, right? And we got to talk about our soap opera. Yeah, I didn't see that coming at all. Oh, and what I was going to say, I considered doing like the cliffhanger thing. I'm just not very good at it. I tend to you stress and conflict, and so building that into my videos is very unnatural for me. If you know my series, I'm a little more chill. I'd rather, you know, do something relaxing, but build an interesting story. Maybe not so suspenseful. Now, I may go back on what I just said, but it's going to be the exception, definitely not the rule. Right, Ed. If you haven't watched it now, sorry. Go get caught up. Okay, we're at 75%, so I think at the end of this run we'll go empty, and then we'll clean up this little piece here at the end, and then we'll go get this one. So yeah, I think this is going to work out just fine. And our truck is looking pretty full. You know what? Maybe I only did 100,000 liter capacity on that trailer, and I'm actually kind of glad I did, because that's more realistic. It's still a little unrealistic. I mean, in real life, that's not going to hold 100,000 liters. But anyway, we won't worry about it. All right, we're at 83%. Whoa! Oh, I almost stuck out that sign. What else is going on? I have a feeling there was like something else going on that we need to talk about. Oh, I know what it is. I'll tell you here in just a minute. Now, I don't think we're gonna... Yep, that's all. Okay. So, let's shut him down. Let's go get in our truck. No one uses the signs anyway. That's right. And I think they repair themselves the next time you load the game anyway. Oh, let's see his player cover on. Oh, that doesn't look very pretty. That's all right. Okay, let's head over to this area, and then I'm gonna want your help in deciding what to do. And here's kind of some choices. One thing we could do, we could put down a cut beet production area, and then feed that into our diesel manufacturing, because I think it'll take it. If not, we can put it into like a BGA or something. Or we can put down a sugar mill, which might be fun. And then do we have some other choices? Those are like the two main things with sugar beets. Let me know if you guys have some other good ideas. Or let me know which of those two ideas you like better. Oh yeah, this is only 83,000. Okay, good. I did all right, Scott. Sugar mill gives more sugar for cut beets. That's true. So we could do a cut beet and a sugar mill. In fact, if we're going to go the sugar mill route, that would be the way to go. And then I think the cut beet production also makes, I think, does it produce some stones? It's just kind of a byproduct. Okay, so here we are. So you can see that with that little road I put in, we're really not that far from this little production area. So I thought this would be the place to put it. So let's go into, yeah, see there's I must have taken that out when I was doing things. When did I take that out? Oh, I drove my 18-wheeler over to the site. I'm sure I hit it then. Let's go to production. I'm going to save real quick, just in case we screw something up. Oh, let me just take a moment to say, if you haven't yet, would love it if you would like this video. And also, if you haven't, would love for you to subscribe to my channel. We're a little over 3 months old now, and we're probably going to cross the 500 subscriber mark this week. So fingers crossed. Things are moving along well, but that really helps out my new channel if you can do that for me. And also, and this is kind of weird, we talked about this on my Saturday stream, but YouTube has really been favoring YouTube Shorts in growing anyone's channel. So if you see my short in your feed, watch it and like it, or just go to my channel and just like it. That's really believe it or not, that's the best way to support a channel like mine that really is not conducive to shorts at all, but it's just the way the YouTube algorithm works. Yeah, subs are climbing, and you know what? It's because I've started doing shorts again. Argsy and I are doing a little experiment right now with shorts, just to see if we can better understand, you know, what YouTube likes. Am I wearing my YouTube shorts right now? That's funny, Mark. I love it. You know, I should probably, I bet someone is out there. I bet you can go out there somewhere and buy YouTube shorts. It has a little YouTube play button on it. Okay. Enough of that silliness. Okay. So, production. I prefer to use a modded, so here's a modded sugar factory. So wow, that's pretty big, but we could do that. And then here's a sugar beet processing plant, which is good. I know, I think FSG's used that before, and it works pretty well. Let me see if I have another sugar, I might have another sugar factory that we can choose between. Potatoes, sawmill, seed and fertilizer. Modern sugar. Okay, so here's another one. It's also pretty big. It's a little different looking. Don't stand up. I will show you. I do have my, well, I don't even know if you can see them. I've got my Longhorn basketball shorts on today. And my Rush t-shirt, so I'm kind of representing things that I like. Okay. Oh, Amos is here. Amos Luttrell. Welcome back. Good to see you, buddy. Make sure I didn't miss anybody else. I've been just in my own little world here. We got T-Man Gaming in the house. Hey, T-Man. Good to see you. All right. So what we might need to do is, we may just lose this field here. It's pretty stinking small anyway. In fact, I think when I originally came here, I think we said eventually we'll just take over all of this. I didn't hear any strong opinions or see any strong opinions in the chat other than sugar melon. I was kind of leaning that way anyway. So why don't we go that direction? And then I wish we could see the production output and input for these before we have to put them down. And that way we could see which one works better. If you guys are familiar with either of these sugar ones, and if you have a preference, let me know. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to go with the one that looks the coolest. So this one's a little more traditional looking. Kind of cool. It's got like a little catwalk thing. And some old brick smokestacks. And then this one... Gotta find it again. Did I pass it? Maybe not. Here it is. Modern shirt. So this one's a lot more modern looking. This one's a little bit smaller footprint. Let's see where the points are. So there's the pickup. That's the drop off. Oh, okay. That's... Okay, you drop off between there. That's kind of neat. You like the older one? Yeah, let's go back to that one. I may like that one better too. I want to see where the load and unload points are. So... Okay, there's the unload point. And then... Or the load point. Finished product. And then... Where do we drop off our sugar? Is it here? It's hard to see. Let me see if I can get over somewhere a little darker. Yeah, I like this one. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so... what if we orient it like this, and then we can like, you know, drive up through and then back out onto the road. Let's prepare our land. Yeah, this is why I wait for you guys to give me input before I do stuff like this. I always end up with a better solution. We put our heads together. Okay. Can I go a little bigger? That's it. All right, we're just gonna take out this field. I don't own this field. I'll go in and buy it. Just so you know, we're not just being a pirate and taking someone's land. Whoops, let me go back and grab the level point. All right, and I'm just gonna take out this whole area. So we've got a lot of room to expand production in this area. So we have kind of like 2 production zones, if you will. I hope I don't make that telephone pole float in the air by leveling this. And that's good. All right, now let's do some smoothing. Especially, oh boy, I knew that was going to happen. I don't want that. I don't want to do that. There we go. That's good enough. Okay, where was I? And definitely want to smooth it up there where that road interface is. The shame you don't have an undo button. Oh, I know, T-Man. Don't get me started. I've been telling people we need an undo button forever, as have most everyone else. You know, I did it again. Giants did drastically improve the landscaping, so I have to hand it to him. All right. Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm making a dog's dinner out of this. I at least want to clean up the road. We don't really use that road, so it's not the biggest of deals, but okay. I'm just look away. All right, let's continue. Maybe I can raise that a little bit. Or there. Oh, went the wrong way. Well, I know what my next YouTube short's gonna be. It's gonna be this blooper reel. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna try to salvage this a little bit, and we're just gonna get on with it. It's gonna look ugly, but at least it won't look like a nuclear disaster. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that alone. Okay, smooth. Let's just smooth this area here that we care about, and then we will move along. You know, since that road doesn't go anywhere, I could just bury it. You know what I mean? And make that like a dead end for like just access into this production area, and we could even like, you know, take this over. There we go. Make lemonade out of lemons. Okay. Let's put down some production. Hurricane Ian got it and took it away. Just go cross country. Don't need the road. Yeah, exactly, Mark. I don't need this road anyway. I know, T-Man. I did save it just before, but it's okay. It's salvageable. And actually, like Mark just seconded, I may just bury this road and just let it dead end into like some kind of production zone. I actually kind of like that idea. All right, let's put the sugar mill down. Now, is that telephone pole looking funny? It's fine. Okay. Production. Let's go get our old sugar mill. You agree, T-Man? Yeah. Yeah, it would work. Here it is. That's our one. Okay, and then there's the little control thing. And that really looks cool. All right, so what if we do it like that? I think that would be a good orientation. Like kind of back up against that. That way that telephone pole's not going to be a huge problem to us. And then we can go through here. I'll make a little road that goes through that. Let's kind of get it angled on this road thusly. Yeah, I like that idea. Let's just do that. T-Man, you finally got the cast off and you're feeling a lot better. You're in physical therapy now, moving along well now. That's a wonderful report, T-Man. Glad to hear it. Very good. Okay, let's do a little bit of cleanup. Let's paint some roads. And now that we're coming in at a little bit different angle, I think I'm going to change that. So let's move this road over just a little bit, like that. And let's make it kind of a wide sweeping, something like that. We can even just come in from here if we're coming that way, but if we're coming from this way, let's do that. And if I can get the more trees mod or whatever it's called, maybe we can put a tree right here. That would be kind of cool. All right. Like it. Now, we also need to put our cut beet facility down. Let's put that over here. Or we could just put it over here. So just so everything's kind of in the same spot. Let me think about that a little bit. You know, I think I like the idea of it being over here. So I guess that means we do need to clean this up a bit. Yeah, I didn't know it, but this road dips down quite a bit right there. That's all right. All right. So you wonder if I can plant any trees to hide the edge of the map. That's another good idea. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Large H Mapping, who made this map, this was the first US modded map for FS22, so hats off to him for getting it out. But he, to do that, he kind of got it to like 95%. I still love the map. This is still one of my favorite maps. All right. So we'll clean up this road here. All right. And so I'm not going to be able to bring that down because that sign's there. But I guess that's okay because otherwise it would be floating. And that's fine. We don't need to access through there anyway. Okay. And Tanner's here. Hey Tanner. Good to see you. Tanner, we are in the process of harvesting beets, and we've got a load of them, and now we're putting down some production for it. So this is our sugar mill, and we're going to put a cut beet factory right here. Let's do a little bit of painting. And let's do something like that. And then let's see. This will be our entrance onto the road. We are going to need to remove that bump right there, aren't we? Okay, we can do that. Sorry, guys. I didn't think we were going to be doing quite this much landscaping, but let's see, raise, a little bit of raising. Well, that worked out pretty well. Okay, and then we'll just do a little smoothing. There we go. All right. Good recovery, Scott. All right. And we've already got this leveled. So, and this is where we're going to offload. So we could put our sugar beet, I'm thinking right there. Let's check it out. I have not used the cut beet production before, but I've had it loaded up here, just waiting for an opportunity to use it. Okay. Now, there's our offload. Oh, okay. Are we going to be able to load into this from our semi-trailer? I hope so. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put this here at the back so we can back into it if we have to. Small BGA for cut beets. Scooter, that was the other option that we were toying with, and we can always do that. So it looks like we've got, I guess that's outputs, one for beets, maybe one for the stones. So we're going to need to get around behind that. I'm going to put you, in that case, I'll put you. We can always move this again if we have to. But I'm going to do that. Let's put in a little bit more back here, because we're going to need some access back here. We'll just see how that plays out. We'll do a load or two, see how we did. All right. Enough of that. Let's jump in our thing. Hey, there's Steven Zahn. Howdy, Steven. Good to have you here. Welcome in. Steven, we are harvesting beets today, and we took a little side project to put down some production for our beets. Because we've got our first load right here. Wow, that's really ugly. I'll clean that up. I may just do that off camera. Kind of straighten all that out. But we at least have a good easement right there. Now, it looks like there's two spots. Is anyone familiar with the trigger points on this? Not a problem if you're not. We're just going to have to play around with it a little bit. First, I'm going to see if by chance we can just drop right here, because there is a spot. And you know, another thing I should probably do, let's go in and look at the actual production of this. Here it is. Here's our sugar beet processing plant. So it takes in sugar and a little bit of water. Okay, very small amount. And then out of that we get cut beets, we get some slurry, and we get some stones. Okay, so we'll need to bring some water over. So one of those drop points may be for the water, and the other one might be, and the other one's going to be for the beets. I think I'm loaded up where the water goes. Yeah, in fact, I think I see some kind of... Yeah, I see there's actually a hose connection, so that's exactly what that is. Okay, first of all, I'm going to see if we can get lucky. In fact, maybe we can just see... Okay, it looks like our trigger goes out, and we'll be able to catch that, so I'm hopeful. This is kind of a cool little production mod. I like it. And there's our awesome... Okay, that's going to be very, very easy. And let's see how much of this it'll hold. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. So that's unfortunate. I may go in and expand that. Now the cycles per month, it does quite a bit, it looks like. 192,000. Oh, but that's per one unit. I mean, that's still a lot. That's going to be most of the field. Okay, let's go get some water. You know what I'm going to do, guys? Bear with me. I don't want to just... we need to put these beets somewhere. So I'm going to put down a beet storage place. It's the same one that Argsy used on his Saturday stream. And it holds 800,000, so it'll hold plenty. And it looks nice. Looks realistic. Get the water distribution center. Scooter. I don't know what that is, but it sounds very interesting. Sounds like it automates water. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a silo is what I need. This is it right here. So, we could put... No, I don't want to get things too crowded. We're going to put this guy back here. And it looks like we need to get access to the back of it also. Or we could put it over here. Or we could just put it back here. It's on the mod hub. It's a production, but it has a huge tank, and it'll distribute water to... Oh, how... Yeah, a simple but elegant solution. I like that. I'm going to put this right back here, guys. What I'll do, Scooter, for today is I'll just get a tanker with some water in it, but we're definitely going to do that. Definitely. So I will put this right here. And then let's do a little bit of painting. Let's put some dirt down for this one. What am I doing? There we go. Oh, I was hitting the end of the map. That's what I was doing. So something like that. Let's kind of expand this with dirt. And kind of blend that in. And I like that. I don't want to get too cute. Okay. Nice. Now we have a place to put the rest of this. Yes, Mark, I was at the end of the road. We've got a nice little production area back here, guys. I may need to extend the leveling of that land. Let me get a little bit closer. There we go. We caught the edge of it. That trigger's not super big, is it? Awesome. Now, I kind of wish I had an auto drive course set up for all this, but, you know, we're already an hour into our live stream. It would take me a good 20 minutes to set all that up. But what I will do, that'll be my homework for our next live stream, is I'll set up an auto drive course so that our truck can deliver. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something here too. This is a little bit, I mean, we can do it, but it's just a little ugly. You know, hey, there's some floating deers. Look at that. I could cut a road. I could cut a road on the other side of those trees. See that? Where you can see the sugar beet? Maybe cut something there. That's not too fancy. Okay, let me apologize in advance. I probably missed a lot. So Steven's on. Nice, glad to catch a stream. It's been a little bit. Well, good. Glad that you could catch it. I know with time zones around the world, it's really hard to have an optimal stream time for everybody. I find that this is 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. for me. That's seems to be good enough for our European folks, UK folks, and our Australia, New Zealand folks, where it's at least not like the middle of the night. And I've toyed with the idea of doing different times, but I can't really think of a better time. Did I turn the right way? Yeah, I did. Okay. See this little farm here? This is set up to be a horse ranch. Large H set this up, and you can have quite a few horses. There's actually 2 horse pens there. So yeah, I'll set up a little auto drive course where I can come in like this and then turn around. All right, let's get back to harvesting. I'm very pleased with that. Very pleased with what we did with production. And in typical Mark Thor fashion, we have emptied our hopper in like 8 seconds. Getting pretty close to Santa season. Yeah, it is. And we've got Halloween coming up here in the States. I guess the rest of the world does Halloween. Is that right? October 31st? I really don't know. If somebody told me it was purely an American holiday, I would believe them, because tell you what, everybody here goes crazy with Halloween. Oh, it's for the floating deer. Now I get it. I'm a little slow, Scooter. Yeah, I think that was the Blitzen. Oh, guys, I didn't go get the water, and I didn't turn on our cut beet factory, did I? I need to do that. Let me finish this row. We'll take care of that. We'll get production turned on. You got a split, Tanner? Okay, well, glad you could stay with us for a while. Really good to have you in the live stream. We'll see you next time. Let's get this little guy, and then pretty sure I have a water tank somewhere. I know I do. I've got one right back here. Whoops, forgot we parked them. If you're a John Deere fan, you're liking this farm, because I've got, I think, 5 John Deere tractors and a John Deere harvester. I've got a 6M, a 6R, an 8R, and an 8RT. That's 4. Maybe I should get a 7R. So we have like the whole family. I think a 9 would be a little too much. Okay, that's not cool, but all right. Got a big bump right there. Need to fix that. I do have a Valtra, Mark. It's not all John Deere. And I think I still have a Massey, too. I have a little bitty Massey tractor. And my cotton harvester is Case IH. So, you know, it's not purely John Deere farm, but it heavily leans that way. Steven says, you always tell yourself to branch out and use different brands in the game, and then all of a sudden there's nothing but green and yellow on the farm. Yeah, if you're not careful, that happens. And you know what, Steven? That is one of the reasons why for my Middleburg live stream series, I have a no green and no red rule, so no case, no John Deere, and yeah, that kind of forces you to branch out. So I think on that map we've got a Valtra and we've got a Kubota. Might add a JCB Fast Track at some point. All right, let's get a first-person point of view of this new facility. That's really cool. I like it. So here's where we would dump our raw sugar beets or cut sugar beets. Okay, so that's where our slurry comes out, and then this is where our water's gonna go in. There it is. Okay, now while that's going, let's get production turned on. Whoops, wrong menu. This is the one. Let's activate that. And what we can do is we can change this to distribute and just send it directly to the sugar mill. And, oh, I guess we can just do that here. Let's go to the sugar mill. Sugar beet cut sugar. Activate that. And we'll store the sugar for now. I think that'll be fine. And that's all it needs is cut beets. Now, let me advance the... Let's kind of make this go a little faster. Let's see if we can see some things coming in here yet. All right, so that's making stuff. That's good. We're storing the stones in the slurry, and we're distributing the sugar cut beets. Now let's see if this kicks in. T-Man says, here lately I've been using a mixture of red and green. Okay, I've done that as well. Yeah, I sometimes it's fun to force yourself to stick to one brand, just to, like, you know, loyalty. In fact, sometimes I'll do that, and I'll pick the brand for the brand of dealership that's on the map. Like, for example, Osada has a Zetor dealership because it's a Polish map. So you could just say, I'm going to use nothing but Zetor, but that's going to limit you a lot. But you could. I think there's a couple of Zetor tractors available. Not more. All right, let's clean up this little bit. All right. You don't bleed green, you bleed red. As we all do. Except for Alien Jim, because he's an alien, so he bleeds green. All right, did we get everything? Got one little patch over there. I will catch that on the flip side when we go to empty. And Alien Paul, that's right, Mark. Can't forget them. I think they're both from the same planet. I'm not sure, I've never asked. I'm out of tea, so it's time for the Dr. Pepper. Trying to remember if you got your honeydew list completed. Uh-oh. T-Man, you better make sure. Don't want to see you in another cast. Okay. Like I said, I'll clean up these ends here at the end. They'll find you something else to do. Oh, there's always something else they can find you to do, T-Man. Yan, you gotta go? Well, hey, thanks for sticking around. It's good to have you in the chat, as always, Yan. We will see you next time. Yeah, I need to just do a better job of lining up on the row. This harvester has such a long wheelbase that it needs. See, I still didn't do a great job. Oh, I did a good enough job. All right. Always look busy. That's it, Mark. Because if you don't look busy, they'll give you something to be busy with. All right. Let's see if that does better. I give myself a B+ for that one. Steven says, grab some beers, go out to the garage and hammer something every now and then. Yeah, rattle some tools around. Drop something to make a loud noise and say a cuss word. Yep, all those all are effective strategies. So I wasn't thinking about things when I was getting this equipment for the live stream. I ended up buying everything, which isn't a big deal because we have like a bajillion dollars. I may just hang on to this equipment so we can do beets and potatoes in the future, but I'm gonna need to find a place to put them. So I may build a special shed just for our Thor's hammer Homer harvester. T-Man, that's what this group is for. They are a brain trust of innovation and good ideas. All right, we're just about done. This was, I think, a right-sized project for this live stream, because we'll end up, I think we'll have a good half hour left once we finish this, so that'll give us adequate time to go around the rest of the farm, see what else needs to be done, see what looks fun and interesting. Got to keep ourselves busy, as we know. The brain trust of guys who have been there before. That's it, Ed. We have some old and wise people here, and we've got some battle scars to prove our experience. I can give you lots of advice about what not to do. A lot more what not to do than what you should do. I'm gonna have to clean this one up. Looks like we got like a row and a half and a small row with that. And we're only 50% full, so okay. What you doing there, buddy? Okay, that didn't go well. Your battle scars have covered your memory. Just a refresher course for you. Oh, clouded your memory. Okay, that I understand. Yeah, that I thought it was something else you were trying to say. All right, let's just get in here and clean things up. Rangers, you see that? Can never put it back together again. Let's see, you confuse yourself sometimes. Just because you're old, don't make me. Just because I'm old, don't make me wise as well. I don't know. You know, our memory may not be good, but I think our time on this earth puts us in a position to add value and help others. Amos says, just because I'm old, don't... Yeah, heard that, Amos, yeah. Oh, this is kind of interesting. For those of you who know Clutch Simulations and follow his channel, he is he's a gold level Giants partner, and Kermit with Giant Software is at a Kubota corporate trade show here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Their headquarters, U.S. headquarters, are based here where I am. And so if you follow Clutch's channel, he's put out some little shorts and some other things, but he's going to be live streaming from the trade show for the next couple of days. Frankie says, you've been married 32 years and still can't get it right. Yeah, it's I don't know if we'll ever get it right, Cranky. I don't know. I wish I could offer some good advice there. I've been divorced twice, but I've been married for over 25 years in that process, so. I don't think there's room, is there? That was it. Okay. Giants are live on Twitch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're going to be live, too. That's exactly right. And I think Clutch is going to do... He's going to do some live streaming as well. All right. Let's go deposit our beets. You were just passing through Dallas. Okay. Had to go home to Lubbock for some family stuff. Okay. Steven, I know that Dallas Lubbock drive. Both of my daughters attended a college in Lubbock, Lubbock Christian University, and I made that 5-hour drive countless times. You're going to start a homeless shelter for married, disgruntled men. He-Man, I think that would be a thriving enterprise. You know, kidding aside, though, marriage and long-term relationships definitely have their benefits, and I'm still a fan of that, so don't get me wrong. Saran, if you're lurking in the background, I'm sorry for all the men talk. All right. Ooh. Just smooth that out. We've got a nice little setup here, guys. I may top this off. See how much it'll take. Oh, that didn't go well. Let me get another run at that. So there was a little room. I don't think we'll get to put much in here. Let's see how much it takes. Not too bad. I'll catch up in the chat here in just a second. Let me get this going. There we are. It won't have a roof or a leg to stand on, Mark. Steven, you said you've done that drive many times. Yeah, many vacations to Six Flags. Okay. Yeah, definitely no Six Flags. T-Man, you're in trouble. Again. She's not home yet. Just trouble from everybody else. I like that we gave ourselves plenty of room in this production, this production area. You know, we didn't try to just cram a bunch of production. I used to try to do that, and it doesn't look good, and I end up getting frustrated trying to navigate around. Especially if you're trying to use like auto drive and stuff. You really need room to lay out your courses. So back to my story about giants at the Kubota corporate trade show. I actually DM'd Kermit and said, "Any chance you could get me in just to say hi?" You know, it never hurts to ask. And he very politely said, "No, it's a private event, vendors and employees only, and dealers." So that's what I figured he would say, but I thought it might be cool to go to a Kubota trade show and get to meet Kermit and Clutch. And then I told him, well, maybe you should do a meetup in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He didn't say anything. I'm sure he doesn't have time for that. But it would be cool. All right. Whoops, I got back in the truck. I meant to get into the harvester. Where are we? Here we are. Anybody here following Scroff's Farmhand series did a couple of funny picks, but you'll only get it if you've watched it. Mark, I'm sure there are some people. I have not been following it religiously. Starting out, I think I watched like the first 3 episodes. But very quickly, I just got behind in like a lot of my channels that I follow. I just don't have the time because I'm creating stuff and doing live streams. I don't have as much time. I mean, I make time for ArgZ and FSG, and there's a few live streams that I'll attend to. I think I'm just going to leave all this here for now. I try to catch Rusty Money Gaming's live stream once in a while, and then also Steel Horse, who's got a new channel, and then also Farmer Ed, who's started making some content. I'll try to catch those guys when I can. It's the Keith character standing in front of a Lambo tractor and car. Yeah, I don't get that, but sound like that might be some good stuff for people in the know. Jameson Gensler, hey there, bud, is saying I've been watching them all, and it's a good series. It is a great series. The realism is uncanny, and Scroff has a monster PC. and he just generates the most amazing 4K graphics. He's very creative. Texas State Fair would have been a good Giants meetup. Yep, missed the opportunity. My younger daughter and her fiance went to the State Fair this weekend. I did not go. I've not been in a while, 5 or 6 years. It is worth the trip though. It's there's something for everyone there. Okay, there's a little bump. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. Yep. I'll fix that. Yeah, I might fix that too. Got that too close. And now I'm stuck. Sorry about that, guys. Let's try that again. Spent a good 25 years of your life in Texas and never made it to the fair. You're in Tennessee now, so it's even more difficult to plan to go. Yeah, that's a ways away. You know, it's kind of that way. The locals make the worst tourists, right? I lived in Austin for 25 years, and we went to the state capitol right when we moved there, when I was in high school. And then when people would visit, they would want to see the state capitol and go on the tour, so we would go. But other than that, we would just never go. That's kind of my case in point. And then I've lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for 30 years. I've been to the state fair twice. Once as a child, and then about 5 years ago with my stepson. Okay. All right, let me do a save. Good save point. Make sure I'm caught up on chat. Let's get a little Dr. Pepper break. Mark, I missed your chat. You went to France last week and drove past a Kubota factory. Oh, cool. All the tractors in the local field, surprisingly, Kubota. How about that? Kubota has gone global in a big way. They've really grown. So traditionally, they're a Japanese brand. And then when they came to the U.S., they were pretty much like, they weren't for field work. They're more for, like, you know, farmyard work and construction. I see a lot of Kubotas, you know, front loaders and so on the side of the road. And then they've done a lot of acquisitions too. They own Kverneland, apparently. And I think there's some other names that we know that they own. Amos says, yeah, the whole thing. Okay, yeah, I read that. Okay, I think I'm up to date. Again, if I missed your chat, apologize. Just put it in the chat again. Guys, we need something else to do. Let's see what we can do. Let's check on our production. That's probably a good, easy place to start. Next, look at my screenshots. I'm almost afraid to. Give me a moment, guys. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Nice, Mark. I recognize the character. I can hear the voice in my head. Cool. Hey, look, guys, we're making sugar. So that production chain is working. Good to see that. Our wool and cotton fabric production is moving along. We are distributing that to our tailor. That's good. We're not doing any twine or wrap. We're making silage. Also good. So we're not making TMR anymore. Why is that? We're out of silage. Okay, so, and we need a little more hay. We may go feed our TMR machine production. Although, look at this, guys. We have almost 800,000 liters of TMR. I'm not going to worry about that. I think I'm going to just turn him off for a while. Haven't been making fertilizer, but we've got plenty of it. That's fine. We've got it deactivated. I'm good with that. We don't need to make seeds. What about our diesel production? What are we doing here? We're distributing diesel somewhere. And we're selling our electric charge. That's good. What are we making? We are making electric diesel charge. Okay, our methane production's not working. We're missing... Oh, we're missing our methane. Okay. What makes methane? I think it's these other things down here, maybe. Okay, you know, we could feed our sugar beet cut into here as well. I don't want to overwhelm our cut beet production too much, though. I'm gonna let that lie. We'll turn him off. So our flour production is not working because we're out. We do have some grain to put in there, though, pretty sure. And that's also why our bread's not, also not making bread. Our oil production's not working because we don't have any inputs. Okay, so we'll see if we have anything to feed that. And then I've looked at all that. Our cereal's going all right. We still have raisins, so that's good. We're getting low on corn. Okay. Jameson says, just learned that Kubota bought Great Plains. I saw that. That's the other brand that I saw. Yeah, and they're a huge brand in 2016. Yeah, they've been buying up a lot of stuff. They're really making a big push, kind of like Agco did back in the, what was that, the late 80s, early 90s. It almost reminds me of that. Okay, so we'll see if we've got any sunflower canola to feed the oil mill, and we'll see if we have any grain to feed the grain mill. Let's look and see what we have. We've got oats, that can't help us. We've got a tiny bit of canola. We do have some sunflowers. Oh, we have a lot of corn. So we can go put some corn in our cereal factory. We'll put some sunflowers in our oil factory. And, hey guys, we've got milk now. Remember a few streams ago, we swapped out our beef cattle for dairy cattle. And so we can do something with that. We do have some places to sell it. We can sell it at the bakery. And it's a decent price. It's not at the top. But we could go sell some milk. Lots of things we could do. We haven't even looked at our fields, the state of our fields. I know our grass field needs fertilizing. So we could do that. In fact, I think we should do that first. And, you know, I think we should do our production first, and we'll let that work away, and then we'll fertilize our grass field because we've got some liquid fertilizer that we made ourselves. All right, let me catch up with chat here. Farmer Ed says, and if they own Cavernaland, that means Vicon too. Yeah, that's true, Farmer Ed. By the way, Scott, that Thorger wagon will do cane, cotton, and potatoes. I saw that, Mark. So I bought the harvester, and I'm glad I did because we're going to do potatoes at some point. I might do sugar cane. I don't know. But we'll definitely do potatoes. And I have an actual cotton harvester, so we'll continue to use our Case IH harvester. Okay, back to business. Let's get some Let's get some sunflowers. That's an M. We'll use him. That's fine. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to use this guy, because I already have him hooked up. Okay, so we've got a tiny bit of canola. I don't even know if that's worth bringing over there, but we do have a decent amount of sunflowers. And that'll keep our production happy for a while. Okay, oil production, oil production. Where do we have that? It's been a while, folks. Is it this one over here? Where is our... There it is, back here. See, this is when I was really packing the production in, and so just the entry and exit of this oil factory is not good, especially when you're picking stuff up, the pallets. All right, done. And let's make sure it's turned on. I think it is, but I just want to make sure it's working. Okay, I'm going to turn our canola production off just so we don't have to pay the production costs. So our bread should start up here once we've got some. We had something to put in there, right? What can we make flour from? Wheat, barley. Oh, we can make oat flour. We have a lot of oats, guys. Let's do that. I forgot that with this grain mill. This is, I think, our new grain mill. No, that's, yeah, well, it's reasonably new. Let's go do that. Let's go put some oats in the, we'll put some in the cereal factory, but we'll also put some in the grain mill. Oh, I kind of indirectly asked, but I didn't implicitly ask. For you guys that live in other countries, how big a deal is Halloween as a holiday? Because it's like insanely huge here. I'm just curious to know how other countries approach it. And you may already know, but Halloween is one of my least favorite holidays. I don't have anything against it. I just find very little enjoyment, personally. Now, when I was 8 years old and trick-or-treating, it was my favorite holiday. Because free candy, right? Okay, so we'll make some flour out of this. More of a thing for kids. Yeah, Mark, it's definitely that way here. But I tell you what, a lot of adults go crazy. They go to parties, and women dress up in like sexy, scary outfits, and people find an excuse to, you know, drink a lot. What I'm doing, I'm just going to look at our cereal factory. Oh, we've got plenty of oats. Okay, so good. We'll just take it all to the grain mill. Getting way too ridiculous in the UK. Some older kids use it as an excuse to go vandalizing. Farm bread, that sounds very similar to what goes on here in the United States as well, unfortunately. And Cranky, you're saying not a holiday, but getting bigger started from E.T. movie. I remember that. Yeah, I guess that did kind of spur a lot of that on, didn't it? Movies are definitely a way that the United States, or for U.S.-made movies anyway, how the U.S. Introduces the rest of the world to our pop culture. Scooter, you say you're not too much into it anymore. You don't mind a good naughty nurse costume. No comment, but yeah, I understand that. And then Jason Rowe says, starting to get bigger in Australia. Okay, not many people interested. So trick-or-treating is a hit-and-miss affair. Okay, so it's not like ubiquitous, where if you don't have candy to give kids, your house gets egged. And the T-Man says, I don't know why my girlfriend's family celebrates Halloween. I'm sure a lot of alcohol will follow. Ah. They're good to the kids, though. Okay, cool. Okay, now that we've got a bunch of oats in there, I'm very happy about that. Let's turn on our oat flour production. And I will turn off our wheat flour production. And that's nice. Now our bread factory is going to kick in again. We make a lot of money with bread, and it just sells itself, so it's really easy. We are making sugar now. So we've got flour, sugar, we've got milk, we've got eggs. So we don't have butter and strawberry. So if we added a strawberry greenhouse and a dairy, we could start making cake. Maybe for, a future day. That could be fun. Cake is, I think, one of the more complex production pieces to make because it has so many ingredients required. What else did we say we were going to do? So we said no on the TMR mixer. Silage is good. Fabric's good. Sugar's good. We got oil working again. We got cereal working again. And, we were going to put some corn in here. How much corn do we need? Yeah, fair amount. Let's top off the cereal factory with corn. And then we'll go fertilize the grass field. Don't need an excuse to drink. Mark, I hear you. No one forces me to drink, but I drink when I want to. Doesn't have to be a holiday. Any kind of party means you can drink excessively. You can. Not saying you should. But it does present the opportunity. All right. I'm going to slow down our clock just a little bit because it's getting a little dark. Dark does not make good content. Did oats, we want corn. Cracked corn. We haven't done anything with cracked corn yet. I don't even know what we can do with it, but maybe we'll go figure that out. And we're not going to need all of this, but we'll just fill up, and then what we don't have left, whatever we have left, we'll just put back in the silo. All right, we got full. T-Man, you haven't seen this part of my farm yet. Oh, okay. Well, I'll give you a little. So this is my main farm. Got the giant open shed. Got silo. Cows are there. Chickens are there, and then behind them is sheep. My machinery shed is here, and then the only other thing is this production area back here. Production village. This was our first one. So we've got a grocery store, a supermarket, and then the right is the tailor, which is pretty much automated. This is new. That is our hay dryer and fermenter. Really like that. Here's our cereal. This is where we need to go. And those are our 2 spinneries and our oil mill. So that's kind of the dime tour, the nickel tour. So we'll fertilize the grass field, and then we also have some fields that need to be turned around. We've harvested the crop, and they're just sitting there. So if we still have some time left, or we just want to go a little longer, we can go do that. I'm certainly game for that. Wow, that took all the corn. Okay. Good enough. Oh yeah, then this right here, T-Man, is our seed and fertilizer production, where we can make seed and fertilizer from grain and manure slurry for seeds, and then we can make it with slurry and water. I think we'll make liquid fertilizer. Okay, let's go get in our sprayer. This is another Mark Thor special. It has some really nice blue lights that come on near the sprayer heads. Let's see. Does cracked corn make popcorn? I don't think so, T-Man. I can't remember what it does. Some productions use it for input. Very well done on the layout. Oh, thank you, T-Man. We have to wait on the snow to go away before we get in the server. He turned snow off. Oh, I think you're talking about one of the multiplayer servers. All right. Think feed chickens crack. Oh, okay. You may be right. You might be right, Cranky. The dedicated server. Yeah. All right. That's an impressive wingspan. All right, let's get busy. And we are not running precision farming or seasons on this map. Just so you guys know. Keeping it pretty simple and straightforward. And that allows us to pretty much do whatever we want when we want. And I guess the challenges that we've signed ourselves up for are more like getting a lot of production chains running, and then just doing a variety of things. We've got lots of different animals. You know, we don't have pigs yet. Let me know what you guys think about doing some pigs. I'm up for it. I don't normally do it, but I am up for it. I'll warn you though, when I do have pigs, I tend to just buy pig food, because I think the economics still prove out for FS22 that it is more economical to just use your crops for other purposes to make money and then just buy pig food. It's also a lot easier. But I'm up for that. I did have horses on this map at one point. We could do that if you like. It's not... Doing horses is not, like, really that exciting. You just feed them and then you ride them around. Okay, that was quick. Let's see if anything else needs fertilizing before we put this thing away. Okay. So this field 26, we need to do something with it. And then this field here, we need to do something with it. This one's growing. I think we have barley in there. Is that what it is? No, it's canola. canola growing there, and it's fully fertilized, so we're good there. What else do we own? We own these little fields here, which we haven't done much with, I have to be honest. You know what I think we should do at some point is we'll combine these fields into one big field, and maybe we'll even just buy these. Let's have one big field here, and then we've got, this is already one big field. So we'll have 1, 2, 3 big fields, 4 big fields. Yeah, I like that. Cranky says, you think there's some production that have pig food as a byproduct? Yeah, you're right. There are. There's several. They also have buy points and silos where you can just buy it, and that's typically what I do. Okay, so we don't need this, at least not yet. How are we doing on time? We're still going well. And guys, I'm okay going past the top of the hour, like for another half hour beyond that, if you guys are up to it. I know for some of you that's getting late, but you know, as long as we've got 16 viewers right now. I mean, as long as you guys are still around, I'll keep going. I already made dinner, so all I have to do is pop it in the microwave. I made a giant pot of beef stew last night, and it is delicious. Okay. Mark is good to go. Cranky's here for the duration. Awesome, I like that. Okay, so probably want to advance the day. Let's check on our animals. Sheep are doing fine. Chickens could use a top off. Cows are doing fine. Let's top off the chickens with something. Got a little bit of sorghum. You know, that is one area where we're really going to need, we're going to need some chicken feed here pretty quick. We don't really have any. We've got a little bit of sorghum, and that's it. So not only are we going to need to get some wheat, we may, or some grain, we may need to buy some. You know, let's see. Don't want to make it a cop-out, but let's see if there's any fields out there ready to harvest that the chickens can eat. So here's a big field 36. What's there? Oh, so that's wheat. So that's nice. Field 16. We own that. What is that? Is that soybeans? That's soybeans. Field 4 is, oh, field 4 is wheat. Why don't we do that, guys? Because I kind of said that we were going to buy these fields anyway. Why don't we do that? And we won't advance the day. We'll just go and we'll harvest that. How much is that? Only $66,000. What a bargain. Jameson says, up to me. Whenever I end, you're just going to catch up on whoever released new videos. Okay. Steven will be here. Okay. And I'm making Cranky hungry with my stew. Amos says, you're working anyway. And Glance, okay, so you're just listening and lurking. That's awesome. Okay. Why don't we go harvest that wheat? And I think we can do that pretty quickly. And then I think my header's still over here, right? Yes, it is. Hopefully I'm not making you guys motion sick by doing that. Out of backup, I'm just going to have to watch where I'm going. We got plenty of fuel. So this won't be a lot of wheat, but it'll be plenty for our chicken. Oh, I just lost my header. How did that happen? Let's fix that. Oh, it fixed itself. Awesome. Thank you, Giant Software, for making that feature work again. Yeah, I got a laugh out of that too, Mark. Okay, now what is the best way to get over there? Hold on just a second. Let's see. It's field 4. I have to pull up the big map. So here's field 4. Okay, it's behind our production. So that's what we'll do. We'll just drive in through our production area and keep going. And hopefully it's not too big a bump to get back there. And although I am retired right now, I mean, if I went back to work, I would look for a remote job as well. And my daughter, who lives here in town, her employer sent everyone back into the office about a month ago, and she resigned, and good for her, found another job that's remote, mostly remote, and she got a huge pay raise. So I'm very proud of her, and also grateful that she has, whoops, let's unfold. Yeah, I'm grateful that she has a good job. And Mark Thor is watching Farm Sim at work. Watching Farm Sim at work must be great. Sometimes get to watch Argsy on Wednesdays at break time. I could make that work most days when I was working remote, but when I was working, I was on the phones. So for like half of my time. Oh, and if you didn't know this, if you know Scorpion's Edge, when I was working, he and I had the exact same job at the same company. And we've never met personally to this day. So we're making straw. Yeah, that's a good thing. We're gonna need straw. It's Black Book. How are you today, sir? Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Am I still? Yep, I've got that down. But this won't take long at all. There's a chance we can get all this. I don't think we'll get it in one hopper. I think we'll have to empty out and then we'll have a little bit. Glad you're doing well, Black Book. Black Book, it's 5 o'clock, but we're going to keep going. We'll probably be going for, I'm going to say half an hour, maybe a little longer. So glad to have you aboard. And Mark says you tend to be using your hands or operating machinery. Makes it a little more difficult to watch YouTube. Especially if you're handling like dangerous equipment. Scooter says it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, Scooter, it is 5 o'clock here. And the only drink I have right now is Dr. Pepper. But I'm okay with that. You don't like the field on the edge. Yeah, I know. It's a useless field. I think it's there more for show than anything else. Now, this is an actual area in North Carolina, so that probably is a real field in real life. Yeah, we're probably going to use that for production, or we may just landscape it away. And was it grass? No, it's something over there. Maybe we'll harvest what's there, just so it doesn't go to waste, and then we'll repurpose that land. Because even this field that we're harvesting, I don't think would be wonderful to keep using for crops, unless we can combine it with everything that's around here. Man, I can't get a good shot. I don't know. I think whoops. Don't need to decide that now, but I'm not in a hurry to turn this land around. There we go. Leon Alexander says it's 12 a.m. there. Wow. So is that UK time? It's Rusty Money Gaming. How are you, sir? Hope all is well with you. Oh, it's 11 p.m. in the UK. Thank you, Mark. We're in that period where everyone's changing their daylight savings, coming on and off daylight savings time. So every time I post a video, a live stream, I have to look up and see what time it is in the UK and in New Zealand for our Argsy Gaming and FSG folks, because it can change like that. So right now, when I started this live stream at 3 p.m. Central US Daylight Time, it is 3 p.m. here is 9 a.m. in New Zealand and 9 p.m. in the UK. So that's easy to remember, but it's not going to be that way for very long. It's Scorpion's Edge, and Nightbot just zapped. Sorry about that, Scorp. Scorp, you're used to being a moderator where you can get away with that. Good to have you here, Scorp. Hope you're doing well. I mentioned your name not long ago. I just forgot what we were talking about, but I mentioned that you and I, when I was working, we had the same job for the same company. So we're 70% full. Man, it's going to be so close. I don't think we're going to make it. I think we're going to fill up before we finish the field. Scorp, there was talk of the State Fair of Texas not too long ago in live stream. I'm just curious if you had the opportunity to go this year. I have not. I did not go. My younger daughter did, though. They went this weekend. And I asked my daughter, you know, what do you want to do at the state fair? Because there's so many things to do. You want to ride the rides or go see the showcases? And she said, no, we're just going to eat food. Go around all the different food booths and eat all the fried food. They did more than that, though. But I tell you what, most people go for that. They're famous for pretty much frying anything and making it taste good. You decided not to go to save money for your trip. Oh yeah, to Disney, that's right. I remember you saying that. You need more money for that. Oh, absolutely. Disney is a once-in-a-lifetime event because no one can afford to go more than once. Elephant ears are the best. Oh, man. Oh, the deep-fried Oreos, I've had that. Those are pretty good. Haven't had the fried butter. I just can't get my head around that. And yes, that's a thing, deep-fried butter. A Scottish deep-fried Mars bar. That sounds delicious, Mark. We have deep-fried Snicker bars here, which I think is just about the same thing as a Mars bar. And they are good. Oh, guys, we're 80%, 98%, and that's what we have left. Can we do it? I'm thinking no. I'm still sticking to my not quite enough. It's going to be close, though. I think we're going to fall just short. Yep, there it is. Should I even bother with that, the last of that? All right, let's go get a trailer. That one's not going to be big enough. So we'll go with this one. $125 per ticket to Disney during Thanksgiving week. Wow. That would be a fun time to go. Do they, is that when they like inaugurate the Christmas tree and all that, Scorp? I've never been to Disney on a holiday. I've always just gone like in the off season. I think I've been to Disney 3 times with my kids when they were young, and every time we would go like in February. It was usually rainy. It'll be after Thanksgiving. Okay. Cranky says, first person to go to Disney, got a lifetime ticket. I know. Yeah, he's famous. I actually saw, I don't know if it was a YouTube or something. Yeah. Rusty's been to Disney World twice when you were 10 and 17. Okay. And Jameson says she'll stick with Cedar Point. Cedar Point's a great place, especially if you like, you know, just roller coasters and all that. Because Disney's more about, whoa. Disney's more about creating like magical experiences, not necessarily thrill rides. In fact, if you're looking for thrill rides, Disney's a horrible place to go. Go to Cedar Point or Six Flags or something like that. You're driving. Scorp, I drove at least once. That is I hate that drive. All right, we'll go and we'll get the rest of this. Just live there and go other places for holidays. You're sad they're taking down the dragster. Oh, I didn't know that. But you'd go and just ride Millennium Falcon. Oh, yeah. Millennium Falcon's, that's amazing. I've not been on that ride, but I've so many people have posted like POV videos of the Millennium Falcon ride and also the other one, which is even more amazing. Smuggler's Run? No. What is that thing called? It's pretty amazing though. The Smuggler's Run is the Millennium Falcon one, right? Rise of the Resistance. Thank you, Steven. That's it. Yeah, that one is epic. Yeah, that's the newest. That's the newest. You want to go to Disney Hollywood Studios? It's worth going to. They have the Tower of Terror, which is pretty cool, and they have the Rock and Roller Coaster, which is also pretty good. And then I think that's where the Star Wars is for Disney World too, right? Did they put it in the Hollywood Studios? I think so. I haven't been since they did all the Star Wars stuff. Oh, I'm correct. Okay, so that's not too bad. Okay, let's go feed our chickens. We'll advance the day. And then I think we can at least start on one of our fields, getting it ready for the next crop. Scorp says that's why you want to go there. Yeah. Yeah, I would go just for the Star Wars experience alone. So, most recently I went to Universal Studios in Orlando. And we went there specifically for the Harry Potter world. And it's amazing. It's amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed that. And I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. I haven't read all the books, but I'm familiar with it. I've seen most of the movies, and I've read, I think, 3 of the books. Where am I going? We're not going to the silo, Scott. We're going to the chickens. Look at that. We've got... Look at that. We haven't even been one 24-hour period, and we've already, like, maxed out our eggs just about. So, that's cool. And every time, we make, like, $44,000 selling those eggs. So, we'll do that real quick. Hagrid's motorbike and Velocicoaster are your top roller coasters. Cool. Steven, I didn't get to do the Hagrid's motorbike. I think they were still building it when I was there. So we got to peek through the fence and see it under construction. But I have seen some POV videos of it, and it looks pretty cool. The technology that they use for those rides is amazing. I mean, even just a roller coaster ride is a multi-sensory experience now. All right, let's go make some money. Let's see. I'm going to leave him there. We're going to use our little, whoops, we're going to use our little trailer. We have a small pallet trailer somewhere. Where is it? Trying to remember. I think it might be over here. No, that's not it. Oh. No, that's not it. That's not it. Huh. Gotta be here somewhere. There it is. We're almost there. This is not the best tractor for going alongside those pallets, just because of the wide track, but oh well. Yeah, I saw that the Hagrid actor, he passed away. Very, very recently. I really liked his character in the book as well as in the movie. He was always like the lovable father figure. Okay, what is, how do we load this guy? Is it B? It is. Awesome. Okay, good. I'm glad we caught that. Because if we did advance today, we would have missed out on a lot of eggs. And the eggs are gold in Farm Sim. Robbie Coltrane. Okay, that was his name, Farmer Ed. Yeah, he's been in other movies. I can't recall one specifically, but he's been in the industry a long time. He was in the industry a long time. Rest in peace. Where am I going, Scott? Supermarket. We tend to get the best egg prices here. All right. Scooter, I missed your chat earlier. You got a private corporate event at Harry Potter Land. That would be amazing. I'm sure you got to see a lot of things that other people didn't get. Unfortunately, he died this week. Yeah, it was very, very recently, Mark. Okay. Let's make sure our animals are good enough to advance the day, and then we're going to do that. I think we've got plenty of food for the cows. Our chickens are as... okay, well... Wow, they took all of that and only got to there. They'll be okay, though. We're not going to kill them off. Sheep are fine. Okay, let's save, and we'll advance the day. Just because we're running out of daylight. And then, yeah, we go like another 15, 20 minutes. We'll easily be able to do something to a field. And let's go to the next day. Ed, yeah, that tractor is definitely overkill. It was available and lying around, and I was showing it love. I hadn't used that one in a while. I may get rid of it. I think I've got like too many like medium large tractors. I've got an 8R, I've got the 8RX, I've got the Valtra, and is that it as far as big ones? So, yeah. And I don't even think we need to replace it with anything. We've just got too many tractors. It was just snow lines and free food. It doesn't get much better. Well, yeah, that's hard to beat, Suter. Was he ill? I don't think the original story. Steven, yeah, I didn't hear the story about his passing. Just started doing animals. Scorp says, just started doing animals, growing cows and piggies for the meat market mod. Cool. I haven't done the meat market mod yet, but being a Texan, I'm all about that. No room for eggs. Cranky, we just sold eggs, so we could make room. I think we'll be okay. Am I misreading what you're trying to tell me, Cranky? Okay, so we're at the new day. Oh, did we run? I think what you're saying is when I advanced today, there was no room for eggs again. Yeah, I think I may have to get Mark Thor to make that production area even bigger. But that's a little strange that it can't even hold an overnight. That's not even a full day. That was, well, we went from like 1700 to 0800. Was that like 12 hours? Not even. It's like 4. Yeah, it was about 12 hours. So, I mean, it should be able to hold that. He was combating pain 24 hours a day. Oh, that's sad. Oh, Mark, I think what Cranky observed was even though we had just cleared out the eggs in the production area for the chickens, we advanced from evening to the next morning, and it ran out of room for egg pallets. I was just wondering if there was something you could do to tweak that, or if you can tell me what to tweak in the XML, I can do that. If not, we can live with it. It's not the end of the world. All right, let's see what we can do for fields. I guess we need to talk about what we want to put in these fields as well. Okay, so there's 26, and then there's this big field back here. I'm thinking we ought to, it's been a while since we've got this field working for us. So why don't we focus on this? And I guess what we're going to need is something for the chickens. So we'll need either wheat, sorghum, or barley. Because we have a tiny amount of sorghum. What do you guys want to make? But I think it's going to need to be for the chickens. And our seeder does not fertilize, so we could go ahead. We could go ahead and put down some fertilizer first. Frankie says barley. I'm good for that. I like barley. Oh, and I haven't forgot about the straw that we left in the field when we harvested that wheat. We'll get it. It's not a lot, but we're going to need straw for our TMR production. Right, Scorp. We are going to need more straw. Let's go with barley, if that's okay. We'll start off with some fertilizer. And I'm going to put this guy on a course play so that we can get in the seeder and get some seed in the ground. And this won't take long. This sprayer is massive. All right, that's good enough. Haven't used course play in a while, have we? Let's do it. In fact, the last time we used it was on the very field. How about that? All right, we'll do that. One headland's probably going to be enough. Let's see what that looks like. It is. What happened? Hopefully we can turn around. He'll just have to back up, because if we do two headlands, it's going to look weird. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, jittery shadows. For this field, like the water, the pond, it jitters a lot, and every once in a while you'll get some jittery shading. It happens on this map in particular. T-Man says it's getting cold outside, cool outside. 60 down already, and it was 85. Sounds like the weather I'm having here. Yeah, Scorp's saying the same thing. Yeah, we had a cold front last night. It was nice. 6 degrees Celsius, Black Book. Ooh, that's already getting too cold for me. Yeah, yesterday afternoon when I was cooking, I opened up the windows because I had the stove and the oven going, and it got the apartment cold enough I had to shut the windows. But it was nice having fresh air blowing through, for sure. Okay, I think I've got everything set up correct. I don't want you to do that. It takes too long. Let me just get you closer. There he goes. All right. That's looking good. All right, let's go get in the seeder. And what do we want to seed? You know, let's go with the 8RX because he needs to feel the love. And then I'm probably going to sell him after this. This will be his swan song. T-Man says, have we seen the Case 3540 spreader? It has a trike wheel. I think I've seen that one, T-Man. It looks pretty weird, and I haven't used it though. Scooter says you've had upper 30s at night, low 50s during the day, but they're calling for mid 70s for the weekend. Okay, yeah, Chicago weather's kind of weird. It's not the same weird like North Texas where I live, but it's a different weird for sure. I mean, you have that lake effect. The lake affects everything. And for us here in North Texas, it's the Rocky Mountains and the Gulf of Mexico. And they're and their fight. That's what makes our weather crazy. Okay, we've got, I think we've got plenty of seed, but just in case, I don't even know if we have seed over here at our seed factory. Let's look. If not, we'll just go buy some. What am I doing, Scott? No, we need to look in the production. Ooh, I can tell it's getting late for me, guys. I'm losing my concentration. Okay. Do we have seeds? We don't. We don't have seeds. That's fine. I don't think we ever turned them on. Let's see. I think I can I buy seeds here? I think this is a buy anything point. Yep. Take it. Okay, let's set for barley. Barley. Okay, and I'm going to set a course play for this as well, but I'm going to sit in the tractor. And I want to do that just because I want to hang out with you guys in chat. And that way I'm not going to be as distracted. So just give me a moment to get this set up. This is all looking right. We don't need a field margin of -3. I don't know why it does that. And we want to start on the headlands. Yep. That looks good. Okay. And there we go. Okay, excellent. Whoops. I wanted to do that. We'll do that, and there we go. All right, guys. Oh, yeah, I got a lot of catching up to do. Frozen Tennessee this morning. Wow. Oh, yeah, I've read all that. 6 degrees C. Winter's not far off. I agree, Scorp. Black Book can keep his cold weather. Uh-oh. Wow. That was a close one. I think we'll be okay now. We're good. Okay. Scooter says, I read that. Okay. I need to find my place again. I can always put more clothes on. That's true, Black Book, but it's nice to wear shorts and short sleeve shirt. My blood's too thin to live up north. Black Book, Scorp and I'll have a discussion with you in August. Let you know how things are. Yeah, we're talking about the Terragator. Yep. Uh-oh. We're gonna do it again, aren't we? Probably would have been okay, but wasn't sure. Nothing to see here. That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna need a sugar fix. So I know I'm an old person. I try not to live like an old person, but I love old man candy. These are cherry sours. One of my favorite candies still to this day. Scooter, Horseplay does have collision detection, but I think all it does is it stops. And then they end up just like, at an impasse. Best case. Worst case, they, you know, do some kind of mating ritual. The interrogator. Nice. Steven, you just bought some cherry sours. Oh, from Buc-ee's. They have the best cherry sours by far. And there's a Buc-ee's not far from where I live, fortunately. So I can actually do a Buc-ee's run. It's somewhat local to me. And you 100% agree, yeah. I like to get the assorted because all the flavors are good. Yes, I am older than Scorp. I think by about 10 years, right? If not more. Yeah, Scorp, they're called beaver nuggets, I think is what you're talking about, right? Which sounds kind of weird. The Buc-ee's mascot is a beaver. And the nuggets, the best way I can describe it is it's like, to me it tastes like Captain Crunch or Corn Pops with like a toffee coating on it. Yeah, those are good. First you eat it and you go, oh, that's weird, that's interesting, and then you take another and go, yeah, that's pretty good, and then the whole bag's gone. Okay, our fertilizer spreader's done. Scooter, it is nothing like Rocky Mountain oysters, I promise you. Yeah, they have chocolate-covered ones, too. Yeah, they have all kinds of assorted flavors, but I like the original. And I also like the wall of jerky at Buc-ee's. Guys, if y'all like jerky, you haven't lived or seen, you know, anything, you haven't seen like jerky nirvana until you go to Buc-ee's and look at the wall of jerky. It is literally a giant wall of jerky, and there's probably, I'm gonna say 25 flavors, 30 flavors, and I'm not exaggerating. Scooter, you're hitting the big milestone in 2 weeks. Oh, wow. Well, hey. Well, happy early birthday. Glad you made it. When you get to our age, you're just happy you make the milestone. Oh, that's right, Steven. We got hot brisket all the time. I won't say it's the best brisket I've ever eaten, but I'll tell you what, for gas station brisket, which is basically what Buc-ee's is a glorified gas station. Very, very good. Old-fashioned lemon heads. I remember lemon heads, Rusty. There was a time when I used to do those, like in college. It's Big Sky Farms. How are you? Good to see you here. Welcome in. Yeah, Scorp, it's okay brisket. I mean, it does. I mean, when you're on the road, you know, it's great, but it doesn't beat, you know, your average Texas restaurant brisket. Yeah, it's a decent price. It's quick. I've gone for their chopped beef, their chopped brisket sandwich many, many times. Okay, guys, what else do we want to do? Let's get back in our seeder. We're still seeding. Yep. You know, I should probably clean up a bit. So while that's seeding, we'll put our combine away. And oh, I need to advance the clock now that we're in the new day. Yeah, warheads. Whew. Those are sour. So Scorp, Buskey's isn't so close to you. Yeah, I think where you are, Bucky's is always, they're like on the outside of major areas, and you're kind of like right in the middle. It's about half an hour away from me. Whoops. That's what we wanted. Scorp can get anywhere in 5 minutes. It's about an hour. Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought. And the one by the Speedway Scorp is the one that's closest to me. I'm about half an hour from the NASCAR racetrack. Oh, right, Steven, they did. They just opened one in Tennessee, and if I'm thinking correctly, that is now the largest one in the world. I think it's slightly bigger than the one in New Braunfels, Texas. T-Man, the racetrack here is called Texas Motor Speedway, and it is a NASCAR track. I've never been to a race, but I can hear them on race day, because they are so loud. Scorpio, never been either. Yeah, it's not my jam. I don't even watch it on TV. I would watch an F1 race or the Indy 500 before I watched a NASCAR race. It's not my thing. All right, we're gonna put him over here so we can wash him down. Yeah, I can't either, Scorp. Your uncle was in the inaugural race. Oh, cool. And Rusty says, on the way to Duluth last Wednesday, traveled by the largest candy store. Whoa. Jordan, Minnesota. Okay. And Jameson loves F1. Oh, Austin is this weekend. So I have not been to an F1 race in Austin, but I would love to go. I've been to a concert at the F1 track because they have a big outdoor amphitheater. I actually saw a Rush concert there. It's a really cool place, but I haven't been to a race, and I would love to go. You kind of have to know somebody that has tickets. Or be a millionaire. Mark says, rally driving is the best, but no good being there. Best to watch on TV. Wow. Rally driving, I think I know what that is, Mark, and if it is what I think it is, I don't want to be anywhere near that because it's dangerous. Hate driving through Austin. You and me both, Scorp. I drove, I was in Austin, what, 3 weeks ago? It's not nearly as bad as it used to be because they finished all the construction on Interstate 35. So here's my little Massey, guys, when we were talking about tractor brands. I don't really do anything with it. I was using it as a PTO for one of my silos back when I had it, but I don't even have that anymore. Let's see. Let's go check on our seeder. And then once we're done seeding, I think we'll wrap things up. So he's a little over halfway done, so that's cool. And so I'm guessing we'll go maybe another 10 minutes. And here come the bots. So maybe like another 10 minutes. I don't want this to go too long. I don't want to go over 3 hours. All right. So the Platinum Edition is getting close. I'm excited about that because I'm excited about the new map. And not because I like to do logging, because I don't. But it just looks beautiful. And I think there's a lot of things I can find to do on that map besides logging. Or who knows, maybe I'll enjoy doing logging more on that map. There's some good logging mods out there now that make it easier. There's auto load trailers that make it a lot more bearable. So, I don't know, we'll see. You jump to play whack-a-mole, yep. He-Man says when you were driving a semi, you would go to Mesquite, Texas a lot. Yep, there's a lot of industry there, a lot of big companies there actually. Scooter's not a logger either. Yep, but yep, I agree. The map's gonna be fun. Yeah, it'll be good for at least one shot. And Mark, you're back. Okay, cool. Mark, we're just hanging out for maybe another 10 minutes while we seed this field. I said this at the beginning of my live stream, but I'll kind of repeat things. I finally am getting the next episode of The Hauler done. It is in editing. I have figured out all my technical challenges, and it's looking good. So I expect we'll have that drop tomorrow sometime. And Scorp says, haven't been to Mesquite in a while. Used to date a girl that lived there. Okay. The Mesquite Rodeo is a big deal, I know, as far as rodeos go. Been to a fair amount of rodeos in my day, but not my thing. I've probably been to maybe 6 rodeos. Oh, you didn't go anywhere, but you were typing. Oh, you didn't see the bots. Oh, don't worry, Mark. We've got plenty of mods in the chat. I'm probably gonna make Scorp a moderator just because he keeps typing in all caps and getting kicked out by Nightbot. Never gone to a rodeo there in Mesquite. I haven't either, Scorp. I've been to the Fat Stock Show Rodeo in Fort Worth, which is big. And when I was in Austin, been to the Austin Rodeo probably 3 or 4 times. It's a much smaller rodeo. And Scooter, you're out of here. Okay. Well, hey, great having you around. We'll see you next time, Scooter. Take care. What else? I'm trying to remember what I said early on in the chat, because I know several of you have joined since then. So yeah, got a Hauler episode coming. If you haven't already, please hit that like button for the live stream and subscribe if you haven't. It really helps out my new channel, helps it grow. And then also I'll repeat this. RXZ Gaming and I especially have kind of learned that with the changes in the YouTube algorithm, it's becoming increasingly important to have YouTube Shorts. And for gaming channels like mine and other of our friends, shorts really are, you know, we're kind of left with just doing like bloopers and commercials and that kind of thing. But it's vital to have those. So if you ever see a short from me or Argsy or FSG, make sure you hit that like button, because YouTube, that's the thing now. They use that for distributing videos way more than they used to. So you'll see that I'm trying to make like one short a week, maybe every other week. And it's not because I know you guys want to see them, it's because YouTube wants to see them. But if you would just please hit the like button, it'll help us all out. Okay, I saw that our eggs have overflowed again. Excuse me. Let's go take care of that. Oh, we're using that other tractor. Let's see. We'll take him back to the main farm. Oh, wrong one. I thought it was over here. We'll move our little 6M. This is a more appropriately sized tractor for that little trailer. Rusty says, drop me a tasty treat. Nice. Appreciate it, Rusty. Appreciate the like. Steven says you process royalties for songwriters. Oh, cool. And publishers from YouTube, and can confirm with the revenue data you see that shorts is very important. Yeah, it just is. And I understand why YouTube's doing it. They're trying to compete with TikTok, and they're having to change their way of doing things. And so we have to change the way that we do our things, the way we do things. I'll put this back over by the water tank. Alright, let's go get that little trailer. Let's make some eggs to market. And then I think our seeder's probably... Where did I drop off that trailer? Right over here. The seeder's probably about done. Yeah, I can see him in the distance. Looks like he's got 1 or 2 rows left. So that'll be good timing. We'll be able to end just before the top of the hour. Hello, cows. We'll take care of your milk next live stream. And I think we can get all of these on here. Pretty sure. Yeah, no problem. Nearly midnight for you, Farmer Ed. So you're hitting the pillow. All right, Ed. Appreciate you hanging out with us. It's always good to have you around. Take care. And probably see you in one of your live streams here pretty soon. 38 grand plus 4.4 grand. Some good money. We paid a lot for that chicken coop, so definitely need to get our money back out of that. But it won't be long. All right. Guys, I very much appreciate y'all sticking with me. We've had pretty much, you know, the same number of viewers the whole live stream, so really appreciate that. And I certainly don't mind going longer and later. You guys are up for it, so it's been fun kind of hanging out a little extra, an extra hour. Hey, it's done. That was good timing. We'll get him in the farm and then we'll wrap things up. So next live stream will be Saturday. We'll be on Middleburg again. And I'm trying to remember what we were doing over there. We bought a new field. We harvested 2 fields off that plot. We bought some chickens. And we did something else that I can't remember. But there's plenty to do on that map. So I hope to see you then and there. And we'll do a quick save. And there we go. All right, guys. Had a wonderful time with you today. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. And take care, and we'll see you in the weekend. See you later.